Hello everyone and welcome to another speed build video in The Sims 4. My name is Simon and today I'm going to build a base game apartment. And you might realize that this is kind of an oxymoron, but I only realized that when I had already finished the build. So I really wanted to build something base game, for one because a couple of people on Instagram asked me before if I would ever do that. And the second reason is obviously the new update that came just a couple of days ago that gave us about 1,200 new swatches, and kind of insane. I mean, and I may remind you again, we're 7 years into a game and we get swatch updates just now, but whatever, we have them. They're overall pretty great. I'm particularly happy about the windows, that they finally have that all of them have clear black and white swatches. It should be a given, but it's not. And well, 7 years later, we finally have them. Anyway, since we have these new swatches, and they're all base game, I really wanted to build something, well, only base game. And since it's also largely interior focused, the update, I thought, why not do an apartment? I've never done one of those on my channel. But well, once I finished it, I realized, well, if you don't have city living, you can't do much with this apartment, can ya? Well, it is what it is. I didn't go in and add some city living items. I just kept it base game. But honestly, if you don't have city living yet, go ahead. It's I don't know, maybe 13 euros and whatever the equivalent of your currency may be. If you only get a key for it, it's so cheap and it's really worth it. Would really recommend it. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm not here to sell stuff or get some money, but let's just talk about the apartment now. So I wanted to build something industrial inspired, because my favorite new swatches were the ones that were added to the base game industrial style items. For example, the counters, and yeah, that's the starting point I had, but I had no clue about what else I would do for this apartment, and I just went along. So I started with the bedroom, and I wanted to create a bedroom nook rather than a closed off bedroom, because I wanted to feature these new curtain swatches that we got, and they were severely needed. I think of all the swatches we got, these were the ones that were the most essential ones, because the curtain, the mesh itself of this curtain is really good. It's really pretty, and you have different variants of it, but they only came in really colorful swatches or ones with animals or flowers on it, because it was initially designed to be a kid's rooms or toddler room curtain, and it never had any plain swatches. So this was really needed, and as you can see here, they look really good, and it really worked so well to create this kind of room divider, something to just give the bedroom a little bit more privacy. The next thing I wanted to have in the apartment was a desk area in the bay window, just because that's what I would probably do with the bay window like that, to have my desk there, and while working on the computer, I could just enjoy the view from time to time. Yeah, and the kitchen, as you can see, is pretty open, has a pretty open layout, industrial inspired. I tried to clutter it quite a bit, but using only base game is hindering that quite a bit. I would have decorated this way more if I had more packs to use, if I allowed myself to use more packs. Well, but it's still okay. This couch, I don't understand why they gave this couch not more swatches, because it is a really cool, comfy, very versatile couch. You could use that in so many different style rooms, houses, and apartments. And yeah, I really needed something cool, like a cool tone for the sofa, and it only had green, beige, and red or orange, and I really didn't like how that went with the how it blended in with the rest of the colors of the apartment. So I had to use the regular industrial leather sofa because this had a blue swatch, and yeah, that's kind of a missed opportunity. Yeah, it's such a cool sofa. I think it's like one of those unlockables, right? They, you know, you would usually unlock those with gameplay, but of course, if you use the cheats, then you can have that all the time, always. Yeah. I built a custom bookshelf here, like this. I would say it's a pretty standard, like mid-century bookshelf that I've built a couple of times before. Very effective, very easy design. But again, the cluttering with only base game was pretty difficult. I tried it there. I didn't enjoy it, and I just came back to it later. So what I wanted to do here was build a light sculpture, because I planned on incorporating as many skills as possible from the gameplay. And in this room I wanted to build a gym, and I thought a gym always has to have like some, I don't know, a little cool edge to it. And yeah, I thought creating my own light sculpture would be the way to go here. So maybe if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen that I recently I've built a lot of neon builds, and I played around with light a lot in the game. And yeah, I kind of wanted to do something similar to that here as well, and build this light sculpture. I tried out different variants, and this was the one that I in the end landed on, like just those two squares overlapping each other. Nothing special or big, but I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it, and then I just did this simple design. Exactly, this is the gym, and I tried to incorporate as many skills as possible into this build to kind of have it for like a jack of all trades kind of person to live here. I really like that about the game. If I do gameplay, I do like to use all these features of like not sending my Sims to like a career, or having my Sims do the career path and send them off to work, wait for hours until they come back with a promotion. That's very boring to me, so I always like to give them a lot of things to do and earn money with their skills, and it's so cool that the game allows you to do that. So that's really something that other Sims games didn't have before, right? At least not to this extent, that there are so many ways to earn money. And my favorite would be growing dragon fruit, which you can do in this apartment because there are a couple of planters in the kitchen. Anyway, this is the last room, I think. Yeah, I just go back to the shelf later, the bookcase later on. The bathroom is probably the most industrial style part of the apartment. I kept exposed brick and put some concrete floor here, and you see the base game is really limiting that I had to use this ugly lamp there. I really do not like this lamp, but I mean, I used this the other ones so often already, so I had to change it up a little bit, and I landed on this one. I don't know, base game in general, like base game alone is not giving. It is so limiting, and I mean, of course they add a lot of things to it that make it a little bit more exciting, but no, base game alone is not giving. I couldn't. This will not become a habit to build base game apartments or houses or whatever. Yeah, like cluttering this bookcase alone was, I don't know, I didn't have fun doing that. I repeated myself over and over again, and I used the same leaning paintings all over again. There again, this is the third time I used them in this build. Yeah, I think this turned out okay overall. Actually, it's pretty nice. I like what I did here, but building base game will not become a habit for me. Anyway, we're nearing the finish line. I'm just adding a couple of more skill building items here, and I hope you enjoyed this apartment build. Maybe I'll do some more in the future. Tell me in the comments below. Please like and follow. Follow me on Instagram, Taffissimo_builds for additional content. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.